Personal or decorative item. Skill based practice. Artisan by hand using local materials and heritage techniques. Passed down through generation. These crafts are vital expression. Cultural identity. Sanskritical identity and history. As a vital expression of cultural and ancient traditions. This generation is passed down from generation to generation. The skill of local artisans, the local made handmade skill based artisans rely on specialized ancient manual techniques and simple tools rather than industrial mass production. Cultural significance. The items tell the story of a community. Generational transmission. The knowledge and skills are actively taught and preserved within families and communities. Handmade skill based. Artisans rely on specialized upon ancient manual simple tools rather than industrial mass productions. Items tell the story of a community. Needed of reflecting local environments, religious belief, धार्मिक विश्वास and regional heritage, आंचलिक heritage, items tell story of community. Artisans rely on specialized, विशेष करन्ति specialized upon ancient manual techniques, not formal techniques, old techniques, simple tools rather than industrial mass production, simple tools, not industrial mass productions. Generation transmission. The knowledge and skills are actively taught and preserved with the families. Knowledge and skills are actively taught, not by books only. This knowledge is passed down from generation to generation. Action based, actively taught and preserved within families and communities over decades. From decades to decades, from a long decades, it's preserved by the family, by taught and preserved. Common categories of examples. Traditional craftsmanship encompasses a massive variety of objects. Weaving, embroidery, block printing, pottery, ceramics, hand painted, molded clay and earthenware, metal work or wood carving, intricate metal forging, jewelry making and carved furniture. Basketry and fibers, mats and container woven from locally sourced plant fibers, bamboo or reeds, mats and containers, mat, plant fibers, mats and containers woven बुना जाए from locally sourced plant fibers, bamboo or reeds, metal work, wood carving, intricate metal forging, intricate metal, jewelry making, silver filigree and copper utensils, carved furnitures, metal work and wood carving, pottery, ceramics, hand painted or molded clay. Other creative activities whether artists use their own bodies. Perform great art. Body's voice or physical presence to convey expression and entertain a live audience. Physical presence. Use their own body, voice, physical to convey expression. and entertain a live audience. Begins to convey expression. Entertain a live audience. Unlike static visual arts like painting or sculpture. Painting or sculpture. Performing art are dynamic unfolding in time. Visual arts like painting or sculpture. Performing art are dynamic unfolding in time and space. They include a broad range of disciplines, most notably theatre, dynamic storytelling through actors, dramatic storytelling, music, vocal and instrument performance, dance, rhythmic body movement set to sound. Dramatic storytelling through actors, music, vocal, instrument performances. They include broad range of disciplines, most rhythmic body movement set to sound, vocal and instrumental performance, music, dramatic storytelling through actors, dramatic. According to influential art influential art historian and critics, art should be the base of art should be basis of education. He argued that aesthetic creative activity vital for the healthy every child, acting as a way to unite individual. He argued that aesthetic creative activity is vital. Cognitive, emotional development, cognitive. Art. What is the importance of art and education according to Herbert? Influential. According to influential art historian, art should be basis of education. He argued the aesthetic creative activity, healthy cognitive emotional development of every child. Healthy cognitive emotional development, acting as a way to unite individual uniqueness with social harmony. Individual uniqueness, social harmony, fostering uniqueness while promoting social harmony. Social harmony. Reid believed education faces a dilemma. Education faces a dilemma between enforcing strict societal conformity, complete individual freedom. Through art, children can express their unique identities, while sometimes simultaneously developing the empathy, social consciousness required to thrive in a cooperative. Through art, children can express. Through art. Children can express their unique identities. Strict societal conformity, allowing complete individual freedom, educating the whole man. He criticized traditional education for overemphasizing logical academic reasoning, which he felt led to neurotic stunted adults, educating the whole man. Traditional education for overemphasizing logical academic reasoning, neurotic, emotional, healthy expression of feelings, instinct, imagination, leading to development of well-rounded, balanced individuals. Well-rounded, balanced individuals. Integration and all subjects. He advocated that all school subjects could and should be taught creatively. Expressive principle of art to enhance traditional learning. Traditional learning rather than keeping them isolated. Preventing depression. He argued that every person possesses innate creative abilities, but nurturing these abilities. पालन करिया पे childhood education act as safety valve for preventing the physiological distress, the psychological, मनोचित्त distress and neurosis when the natural creative impulse is suppressed होगा तभी जो not to produce a mere scholar but shape individual into harmonious organic citizen who can contribute to the infinite richness of society. Not only scholar but also social harmony, socialization process. You can explore the full scope of his work and philosophy. Full scope of his work. हाँ What is art is medium education. Education माध्यम art is medium of education. Practice of using creative discipline. Visual art, music, drama, literature, visual art, music. Medium of education. Teacher of academic subject and foster. Foster holistic development. Foster body using of creative practice of using creative disciplines using व्यवहार करियो understanding complex concept and building critical life बुझिबो complex concept को धारणा जटिल धारणा building critical life जटिल जीवन how art enhances the learning process academic integration complex theories math and physics can be taught through musical rhythms spatial design painting making abstract ideas tangible academic integration academy math और complex theories math or physics can be taught through musical rhythms math or physics can be taught through musical rhythms painting making abstract ideas tangible critical thinking creative art involves problem solving planning adapting think outside the box tackle the challenges from multiple angles first shape emotional intelligence academic integration critical thinking holistic development open-ended outlet for emotional expression allowing students to process feelings more effectively engaging artistic process develops fine motor skills cultural awareness deep sense aesthetic appreciation major from art and education includes painting, sketching, digital art, crafting, photography. It, it teaches spatial awareness, visual communication, and keen observation. Includes painting, visual art, sketch, digital art. Includes includes music, dance, or drama. It promotes kinesthetics learning, builds type, public speaking, confidence, retention of stories and historical events. Major form of art in education.